Welcome back, YouTubers. I am so excited about this week because we have so much news coming out of Mobile World Congress from Barcelona, Spain, and we have all these companies releasing all these sweet new devices, and then we have some companies releasing not so cool devices. So let's get started with this week's technology news update. This past Thursday, Google took the wraps off its new Chromebook laptop, which they're calling the Chromebook Pixel. February 21st is when Google announced this, and this Chromebook laptop looks surprisingly groundbreaking. Now, the Chromebook Pixel has a touch screen, and it has a very powerful chipset, while it has an extremely high-resolution display as well. Now, the 12.85-inch Chromebook Pixel has a touch-sensitive Gorilla Glass screen along with a resolution that doubles that of an average Windows laptop. So at a massive 4.3 million pixels on the screen and about 239 pixels per inch, it beats that of the MacBook Retina. Whether you get the basic, less luxurious, slightly cheaper Wi-Fi only model, or you get the more luxurious, more elegant, a little more expensive 4G LTE enabled on Verizon Superfast network, you're going to be stuck either way with an Intel Core i5 processor. Now, Google has said about the battery life that it's going to get about 5 hours, which is, it's fair for a laptop. But what you're more worried about, I should say, is how much it's going to cost. Now, the Wi-Fi model is going to come in a little under $1,300 at $1,299, but tax will just set you over the edge. The LTE-enabled model will come in a little under $1,500 at $1,499, you guessed it. Now, it's quite expensive for a laptop, but Google is saying how these laptops are more for the heavy users because it has such a great powerful chipset with its processors and stuff, and a lot of RAM. So these laptops are built for more of the heavy users, and hopefully they're very good for gaming because that's what I like. Now, also Google this week launched a new kind of like a video about Google Glass, and it's kind of like a sneak peek to Google's Glass project, which is their project about revolutionizing the eyewear and all that crap. Anyways, I'll leave a link in the description below so you can go over and check that amazing video out. So you should definitely go check that out. And Google has done a lot of cool things this week, so I'm hoping that this boosts them in the market and that we see these amazing products being launched and people wanting to buy these up. So guys, the day has come and I finally get to update you on some of the things that I've talked about in my previous videos. So, as you probably know, I talked about the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox 720 and kind of try to set a stone path for you to walk on when talking about the rumors and speculations for these two new consoles. But now I finally get to set kind of a paved path on the PlayStation 4. Now, Sony, this past week on Wednesday in New York, unveiled the new PlayStation 4, and it is quite impressive. The PS4 has some crazy guts with 8 GB of RAM, and the PlayStation 4 is going to kind of function like a gaming computer with a great GPU, with a great graphics processor, and with some massive RAM. So, Sony also talked about their massive changes to the way social networking is going to work throughout the PlayStation Network, and how some of the people are going to share videos, and just how you're going to talk and have fun with friends. Also, Sony talked about the new camera and controller that will work hand in hand with this new console itself. Now, Sony, this is the bummer, Sony didn't actually unveil the console. Now, I don't know if you're catching my drift or not, but they talked about the console, but they didn't actually show the console. Now, we can expect to see the console itself at E3 in June, but the release date is not clearly set yet, but Sony said that we can see it sometime around this holiday season. The next thing that I want to update you guys on is actually, I talked about it quite recently, it's the Samsung Galaxy S4. Now, Samsung is at Mobile World Congress, or MWC, in Barcelona, Spain, and they have now confirmed that they're going to release the Samsung Galaxy S4 at an event on March 14th. So that's pretty exciting, and both of these things are really exciting, and I can't wait until these things are released and we actually get our hands on these. I'm just going to be straight up and honest with you guys. So far from MWC, we've seen a bunch of crap. We've seen a couple good highlights, but other than that, we've seen a bunch of crap. So I'm not too excited to tell you guys about these things, but I got to do what I got to do. Well, I'm going to start out with one of the highlights of MWC so far. The new Sony Xperia Tablet Z is a 10.1-inch tablet that is 27% thinner and 24% lighter than that of the 4th generation Apple iPad. So we have a nice tablet here that is more compact, yet bigger than the Apple iPad. Now it has full HD resolution display, and it has 1.5 gigahertz processor and 2 gigabytes of RAM. So I'm kind of excited to see and get my hands on this Xperia tablet, and I'm really excited about it. Now this is where it all goes downhill. If you guys want, you can just stop watching right here, but Samsung showed off the Galaxy Note 8.0, which is an 8-inch phablet. If you haven't heard what a phablet is, you can watch one of my previous videos where I talk about it. It is a phone and a tablet hybrid, so it's quite simple. Phablet. Phone, tablet, phablet. It has 2 gigabytes of RAM and a 1.6 gigahertz processor, and it'll be running on Android 4.1, and it's going to arrive within the next few months. Now, the downside is the phablet part. It's an 8-inch phone. And Samsung, I think, went wrong on this one because, I don't know, just if you have a Kindle or an e-reader or maybe even an iPad, go ahead and pull it out and try and hold it up to your ear and see how comfortable it is talking on that. First off, it's not going to be very comfortable to hold. It's not going to be very easy to put it in your pockets. It's just not going to be very mobile. And what we're talking here is MWC, Mobile World Congress. So I think this is a bad move by Samsung, honestly. Now, Hewlett-Packard, or HP, has also released one of their new tablets after failing at the touchpad last year. Now, the Slate 7 is only $169, and I should just stop right there because seeing that a tablet's only $169 in this such market it just shows you that it's not going to be very good quality right there because they don't put enough money into the device to give consumers the kind of products that they want. Now, the Slate 7 has a 7-inch screen, and it only has 8 gigabytes of storage, but it has a 1.6 gigahertz processor. Now, with the 8 gigabytes of storage, I think that's also stupid considering Apple just came out with their new 128 gigabyte 4th generation iPad, so limiting customers to only 8 gigabytes is quite terrible. Asus also launched one of their new phone pads or phablets or whatever you want to call them. Asus made a bad move also with their 7-inch phone pad. They only have a 3G chip in there, and if you're going to want to compete in a market of phone pads, phablets, tablets, mobile phones, smartphones, any of those markets, you're going to at least need a new phone that has 4G enabled on it to go with the new 4G networks that are bringing out by Sprint, AT&T, and Verizon. I'm not real excited about some of these products. I am excited about the Xperia Tablet Z, but consumers are given so many options, and I know, well, at least for myself, consumers hate options. If we were all just said, here, you have to buy the Apple iPad, we'd love it because we wouldn't have to worry about all this other crap that's out there on the market. So guys, let me know what you think about these 4 new phablets, tablets, smartphones. I'm starting to make up my own words because all this crap that's coming out. But let me know in the comments what you think, and I will leave links down there below so that you can check these tablets, phablets, smartphones out yourself. So you're probably glad that this video is coming to a conclusion with all this gibberish and crap that I'm talking about and rambling on about. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you back here next Monday with another technology news update. And don't forget that if you subscribe to my channel, I will enter you in for a chance to win a $15 iTunes gift card, or I should say this $15 iTunes gift card. So I hope that winner is you. Thank you guys as always, and check out some of the links in the description below because I'm going to take you over to some websites and to some video clips of these cool new products, especially Google's new Glass project. You really need to check that out, and I think that is going to be super, and it's going to revolutionize the eyeglasses or the eyewear market.